aboard Malta Fun Trains. Before we start our wonderful train journey, we'd like to bring to your attention the following safety advice during our train ride. While the train is in motion, please remain seated at all times. Please do not lean out of the train. Parents are reminded to keep children seated with you at all times during the journey. Smoking or e-cigarettes are not permitted during the ride. And finally, consuming food is also not permitted on the train. Shortly after the Great Siege of 1565, Grandmaster La Valletta embarked on the construction of a new walled fortified city known today as Valletta. The construction included 30 bastion artillery fortification walls, varying in height between 18 metres and 50 metres. Several deep ditches were also dug around the fortifications, and 2 gates were built, which are known as City Gate and Rochesman Gate. We are now making our way onto Republic Street, which is the main street and walkway in Valletta. On this walkway, located on your left-hand side, you will see the Maltese Law Courts. On your right-hand side, you will see the entrance to St. John's Co-Cathedral. This splendid cathedral was built between 1573 and 1577 during the reign of Grandmaster de Castille. In this cathedral, one can view Caravaggio's masterpiece, The Beheading of St. John. One can also visit the Cathedral Museum, which contains priceless works of art, ancient hymn books, sacred vestments, and famous Flemish tapestries. The city of Valletta was almost complete by the early 1570s, and it became the capital in 1571, when the Grandmaster moved from his seat at Fort St. Angelo in Victorioso to the Grandmaster's Palace in Valletta. Eventually, building projects in Valletta resumed under British rule. These projects included widening gates, demolishing and rebuilding structures, widening roads, and building newer houses. The Malta Railway linked Valletta from the city of Andina from 1883 to 1931.
Sometime this week, five little bits for Joey's girls. Yeah. I think are 8 or 9, 10 or 11. Yeah. You know, so sometime this week. Yeah. Yeah. If I see something.
Jim, faut y aller.
Before I got the little purses with little keychains. So I've already done that. And they're like, you made it to all these animals or what?
Definitely,
Yeah. I'll see something. So I got the mom bag. She had made up, which is pretty clever. So she took some of the photos of our dogs, so she had Majesty, Hump, and Edbasil, had them made into really beautiful jackets. And she gave some to Andre, because Andre also helps her. That we all have. And Andre was so touched, you know, it's like, I guess I'm not going to say it's like, it was like beautiful in the front. And Tahimi was like, he was so touched. It was wonderful.
You could swim in it.
Yeah.
You would never walk along here.
And even downhill's hard on me.
So the building significant wall, it's on an island called Malta Island. They did the majority of their building there.
Across the bay, one can see the town of Salima. Salima, which means peace and comfort, was once a quiet fishing village on the peninsula across from Washington's Harbour, from Valletta. Today, the town of Salima is known for many shops, restaurants, and cafe outlets. Salima is also a commercial and residential area and houses several high-quality 4- and 5-star hotels. Salima also has an impressive seaside promenade, which is very popular to walk along during the summer months. One can also catch the local ferry service, Valletta Ferry, which operates directly from Valletta Water Polo Beach to the Salima Strand Jetty. We shall now stop here for a short period of time. You may wish to take some photographs. On your left-hand side, one can now see St. Elmo. The historic Fort St. Elmo stands proudly at the extreme end of the Valletta Peninsula. Late in the 15th century, when the island was under Aragonese domination, a modest fort was built. When the Knights of St. John decided to settle in Malta in 1530, they immediately thought of strengthening and extending the existing fortress. It was only after a devastating Turkish raid in 1552 that the fortress was then rebuilt. Defences were added. The new plan of the Great Fortress was designed in the shape of a star, 4 towers standing the angles points to control the entrance to harbours either side of the fortification. New solid constructed walls were closed to perimeter of the fortress. These were once again sent to the constant test and became the hearts and stores of the Turkish philosophy in 1565. The National War Museum is located in Fort St. Elmo in the building known as the Old Drill Hall. The museum's collection on display focuses on the 2 world wars, 1914 to 1918 and 1939 to 1945.
So there's like big changes. So during the sieges and wars.
Shortly on the left-hand side, you will see the large granary stones resting on the paving stones in the front of the entrance to Fort St. Elmo. The granary stones underneath contained large pits dug out in the ground, which provided storage underground within the fortification in case of a siege.
Old ice cream truck.
Yeah. Sort of bit there, that's the film studio, that's the Gladiator,
Wow.
Paul Grinelli, eventually set up a film studio.
So when you know who says no more, like filming,
Oh yeah.
just come to Malta. Come to Malta and do your movie. They can do all kinds
Coming
of
up on your
genres
left-hand
here.
side is the Malta Experience. The Malta experience is an audio-visual show and is one of the island's most popular tourist attractions, which is told in 16 different languages. The show tells a dramatic story over a period of a 7,000-year history. Educational, informative and entertaining, the show runs through the turbulent history of a small island nation. Opposite on the right-hand side you can now see the old Sacra Infermeria. This hospital was one of the first buildings to be built in Valletta and started to function in the year 1574. Originally it consisted of a large ward. The infirmary provided about 900 beds for male patients, who included knights, soldiers, sailors and foreigners. Maltese patients and slaves were also accommodated in another large hall for the ward. Today the building is known as the Mediterranean Conference Centre and is now used as a lobby for conferences and sessions.
That middle area, that's where we're going to
On the left-hand side, you can now see the Siege War Memorial. This memorial monument was designed by the British sculptor Michael Sanders to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the presentation of the George Cross, Wall of the Maltese Islands. If you now look to your right at the top of the bastion wall is the beautiful lower Grand Harbour. Among the trees and the flower beds in the centre of the garden stands the monument in the form of a Greek Roman temple to the memory of St. Alex John Ball, who died in the year 1810. St. Alex was one of the leaders of the Maltese insurgents against the French in 1798, when the French troops surrendered and the British annexed the Maltese Islands in 1800. Sir Alexander was a nominated commissioner and he later became the first British governor of Malta. Across the bay are the famous three cities, Victoriosa, Castille and Salem. The three cities offer an intriguing insight into Malta and its history. Left largely unvisited, these cities are a slice of authentic life as well as a glimpse into Malta. Dominating the tip of Victoriosa, Fort St. Angelo has been of great importance because of its strategic position. Because of the role it has played throughout the Maltese history, particularly during the Great Siege of 1565. The fort has great emotional significance for the Maltese people. It has also gone through various changes throughout its history. From the Victoriosa waterfront, one will also find houses of the old naval bakery, the Malta Maritime Museum, the Museum of Charles Malta's maritime history, with a three-letter the museum houses numerous artifacts. We shall now stop here for a short period of time. You may wish to take some photographs of the view. Please kindly remain in the train. between 1905 and 1970. The lift is 53 metres high and can carry 21 people at a time, at over 800 people per hour. The journey takes around 25 seconds. Taking it the quickest way to the city involves an optional waterfront while visiting the panoramic gardens. original condition in time for Malta to celebrate Valletta 2018 European Capital of Culture.
They don't have to clean their room. All they have to do is just enjoy life. They have no service. And pictures. Yeah, so what they try to do is when they get home to vote, they was his initial like, wow, well, this is gonna make food at some point. I think you're like, all right, I'm not gonna discuss. I don't think we can be eating this much. Oh yeah, that gets old.
Augusta has perched above the Bastille walls on the fine St. James Avenue. This building was built by the Knights of St. John in the 16th century. St. James Bastille. The Cavalier was restored as part of Malta's Millennium Project. It was a part of the cultural centre for Maltese creative space. Cavalier is located near Castille Square and is close to the Auberge de Castille, the central bank of Malta, also the Parliament building.
Yeah, I don't think my camera will take the whole out like yours does. But we do have magical music. It's funny, the different names that people put on them. My favorite was Jack Daniels costume.
During the reign of Grand Master Manuel Pinto de Fonseca and designed by the Maltese architect Andrea Belli. Coats of arms of Castile, Leon and Portugal, along with Pinto France is on the facade of the building, making it truly spectacular to view.
So we'll be going past where we eat lunch in a minute. I wasn't telling you, it's the wrong way.
For further information about our wonderful Maltese islands, you can visit the Tourist Information Office. The Information Office offers many free brochures and pamphlets available in many languages. Please ask our driver for directions. Sadly, we're now nearing the end of our train ride around the city of Valletta. Please kindly remain seated in the train until the train is stationary. We'd like to remind you not to leave any valuable items behind when you leave the train. However, if you'd like to leave a small tip for our driver, it would be much appreciated. If you've enjoyed your train adventure today, please visit our Facebook page and give it a thumbs up. And you can visit our TripAdvisor page. We'd like to thank you for joining our train ride today. Enjoy the rest of your holiday here on our wonderful Maltese islands. See you again soon.
Cavalier, I'm on holiday all the time. She doesn't have to lift her paw to do anything.
I'll phone it and we'll pick up the coffee as we go along.
Handmade Maltese made. Yeah. That's like my grandmother's generation. Oh yes, there's our rabbit liver menu.
Yeah, I think the bloke's managed to get up without collapsing again, so hopefully.
Oh, they've lifted the plastic panels. So you can reach out and grab somebody's sandwich. Hey, give me that beer. Hey, dude. Horse meat stew. Oh, no. Is that what happens to the carriage horses when they retire? She's got to wave to everybody.
They don't want to see me.
No.
It's like a royal wave, right? She's going to do the royal wave. Oh, gosh, she's going to do What time's ice cream?
Anytime. Could be the next thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind just small one.
Very close to here, which is Collins
It's on this side.
Yeah.
Isn't it not near the top?
I think it's somewhere around here.
Well, I can see a sign for one. That's
I think it's